In a world obsessed with alpha dominance and beta submission, there exists a third archetype that operates entirely outside these conventional power structures. The Sigma male doesn't compete for the throne, he builds his own kingdom in the shadows. While others engage in obvious displays of strength or submission, the Sigma male plays an entirely different game, one so subtle and sophisticated that most people never even realize it's happening. This isn't about manipulation for its own sake or playing games to hurt others. It's about understanding human nature so deeply that you can navigate any social situation while maintaining your independence and achieving your goals. The Sigma male's mental game is built on observation, patience, and strategic thinking, qualities that make them formidable opponents and valuable allies.
Chapter 1. Reading people like open books. The foundation of the Sigma male's mental arsenal lies in their extraordinary ability to read people. While others are talking, the Sigma is watching. While others are performing, the Sigma is analyzing. This isn't some mystical ability. It's a learned skill based on understanding human psychology and recognizing patterns in behavior. The art of silent observation. Sigma males understand that people reveal everything about themselves within the first few minutes of interaction, but most individuals are too busy trying to make impressions to notice these revelations. The Sigma male enters every interaction with a quiet mind and sharp eyes, cataloging micro-expressions, body language inconsistencies, and verbal patterns. They notice when someone's smile doesn't reach their eyes, indicating forced friendliness or hidden agenda. They observe how people treat service workers, revealing their true character when they think no one important is watching. They pay attention to what people don't say as much as what they do say, understanding that omissions often speak louder than words.
Decoding motivation patterns. Every person operates from a core set of motivations, and Sigma males excel at identifying these driving forces quickly. They recognize the insecure person seeking validation, the narcissist demanding attention, the manipulator testing boundaries, and the genuine individual offering authentic connection. This ability comes from understanding that most human behavior follows predictable patterns. The person who constantly name drops is revealing insecurity about their status. The individual who always has to one-up stories is showing deep-seated inadequacy. The person who asks probing questions while deflecting personal inquiries is likely gathering information for their own advantage.
The power of emotional detachment. Unlike others who get caught up in the emotional content of interactions, Sigma males maintain a certain psychological distance that allows for clearer observation. This doesn't mean they're cold or uncaring. Rather, they understand that emotional detachment is necessary for accurate assessment. When someone tries to provoke an emotional reaction, the Sigma male remains calm and observant, asking themselves, why does this person need me to react this way? What are they trying to accomplish? This perspective shift transforms potentially manipulative encounters into information gathering opportunities.
Chapter 2. Playing dumb to outsmart manipulators. One of the most sophisticated tactics in the Sigma male playbook is strategic ignorance, appearing less informed or capable than they actually are. This isn't about being dishonest. It's about creating space for others to reveal their true intentions and capabilities. The underestimation advantage. When people underestimate you, they lower their guard. They speak more freely, reveal more information, and often attempt manipulations they wouldn't try on someone they perceived as a threat. The Sigma male cultivates an image of harmless competence, capable enough to be useful, but not threatening enough to be considered competition. This strategy is particularly effective in professional environments where office politics run deep. While alpha personalities clash openly and betas submit obviously, the Sigma male appears to be neither competing nor surrendering. Colleagues and supervisors often feel comfortable sharing information with someone they perceive as non-threatening, inadvertently providing the Sigma male with valuable intelligence about organizational dynamics and individual motivations. Deflecting manipulation attempts. Manipulators rely on predictable responses to their tactics. They expect anger when they push boundaries, defensiveness when they make accusations, or compliance when they apply pressure. The Sigma male disrupts these patterns by responding with apparent confusion or innocent questions. When faced with a manipulation attempt, the Sigma male might respond with phrases like, "I'm not sure I understand what you're asking," or "Could you explain that differently?" This forces the manipulator to be more explicit about their intentions, often causing them to abandon their subtle approach or reveal their true agenda more clearly. Information asymmetry as defense. By appearing less knowledgeable than they are, Sigma males create information asymmetry that works in their favor. Others reveal strategies, weaknesses, and plans, thinking they're dealing with someone who won't fully grasp the implications. Meanwhile, the Sigma male is processing everything, understanding not just the content, but the underlying motivations and potential consequences. This strategy requires significant self-control, as there's often a temptation to demonstrate knowledge or correct misconceptions. However, the Sigma male understands that short-term ego gratification is less valuable than long-term strategic advantage.
Chapter 3. The Mirror Effect. Letting others expose themselves. Perhaps no technique in the Sigma male arsenal is more elegant than the mirror effect, the ability to reflect others' energy and intentions back to them, causing them to reveal their true nature without any direct confrontation or accusation. Becoming a social mirror. The Sigma male acts as a neutral surface that reflects whatever energy others project. When dealing with an aggressive person, they remain calm and ask clarifying questions that force the aggressor to explain their hostility. When confronted by someone fishing for information, they respond with their own questions that turn the tables without seeming defensive. This technique works because most people are so focused on their own agendas that they don't notice when their energy is being reflected back to them. They interpret the Sigma male's responses as validation of their approach, encouraging them to become more explicit about their intentions. The power of strategic questions. Instead of making statements that reveal their own position, Sigma males master the art of asking questions that expose others' motivations and knowledge gaps. These aren't accusatory questions, but rather curious inquiries that seem genuinely interested in understanding the other person's perspective. For example, when someone makes a dubious claim, instead of challenging it directly, a Sigma male might ask, "That's interesting. How did you come to that conclusion?" Or, "What led you to that approach?" These questions force the other person to either provide legitimate reasoning or reveal that their position is based on assumption, manipulation, or insufficient information. Emotional judo. Like the martial art that uses an opponent's force against them, Sigma males practice emotional judo in their interactions. When someone tries to provoke anger, they respond with curiosity about the provocation. When someone attempts to create guilt, they ask for clarification about expectations and responsibilities. This approach is particularly effective because it doesn't give manipulators the emotional reactions they're seeking while simultaneously exposing the manipulation intent. The person trying to provoke a reaction is left having to explain why they want that reaction, often revealing their true agenda.
Chapter 4. Strategic Withdrawal as a Weapon. While others engage in direct confrontation or passive submission, Sigma males understand the immense power of strategic withdrawal. This isn't about running from conflict. It's about choosing when and how to engage from a position of strength rather than reaction. The scarcity principle in action. Sigma males understand that availability breeds contempt, while scarcity creates value. By strategically limiting their availability and engagement, they force others to compete for their attention rather than taking it for granted.
This isn't playing hard to get. It's recognizing that constant availability diminishes influence and leverage. In professional settings, this might mean not immediately responding to every request or not volunteering for every project. In social situations, it means being selective about which events to attend and which conversations to engage in fully. This selective engagement makes their presence more valuable and their opinions more sought after. Emotional disengagement as strategy. When others escalate emotionally, the Sigma male's withdrawal serves multiple purposes. First, it denies the emotional escalation the energy it needs to continue. Second, it forces the other party to confront their own behavior without an external target. Third, it positions the Sigma male as the reasonable party when others observe the interaction. This withdrawal isn't permanent isolation. It's temporary disengagement that allows emotions to cool and clearer thinking to prevail. The Sigma male might say something like, "I can see this is important to you. Let me think about what you've said, and we can continue this conversation when we're both in a better headspace." Creating psychological space. Strategic withdrawal creates psychological space that serves multiple functions. It allows the Sigma male to process information without pressure, forces others to function without their input, revealing dependencies, and often causes people to moderate their behavior in hopes of encouraging re-engagement. This space also allows the Sigma male to observe how situations develop without their direct involvement, providing valuable information about group dynamics and individual motivations that wouldn't be visible during active participation. Chapter 5. Long-term positioning in social dynamics. The Sigma male's ultimate advantage lies in their long-term thinking. While others focus on immediate wins or losses, the Sigma male is positioning for sustained influence and independence over months and years. Building invisible networks. Unlike alpha personalities who build obvious hierarchical networks, Sigma males cultivate horizontal relationships based on mutual value and respect. These networks are often invisible to others because they don't follow traditional power structures or social expectations. A Sigma male might maintain relationships with people across different industries, social levels, and geographical locations, not for networking in the traditional sense, but because they recognize that influence and opportunity often come from unexpected sources. The janitor who overhears executive conversations, the junior employee with technical expertise, or the retired professional with institutional knowledge can all provide valuable insights and opportunities. Reputation management through consistency. Sigma males understand that reputation is built through consistent behavior over time, not dramatic gestures or public displays. They focus on being reliably competent, trustworthy, and independent rather than trying to impress with grand performances. This consistency creates a form of social capital that can be drawn upon when needed. People learn that the Sigma male's word is reliable, their judgment is sound, and their motivations are transparent. This reputation becomes a form of influence that doesn't require constant maintenance or political maneuvering. Positioning for future advantage. Every interaction is viewed through the lens of long-term positioning. The Sigma male asks themselves, how does this conversation, relationship, or opportunity fit into my broader goals? They're willing to sacrifice short-term advantages for better long-term positioning. This might mean declining a promotion that would require compromising their values, ending a relationship that provides immediate benefits but long-term complications, or investing time in learning skills that won't pay off for years but will provide significant future advantages. The independence imperative. The ultimate goal of all Sigma male strategies is maintaining independence, financial, emotional, and social. Every tactical decision is evaluated based on whether it increases or decreases their ability to make choices based on their own values and goals rather than external pressures or expectations. This independence isn't isolation, it's the freedom to engage authentically with others because the engagement is chosen rather than compelled. When someone doesn't need validation, approval, or resources from others, they can interact from a position of genuine strength and offer real value to relationships. Conclusion: the invisible influence. The Sigma male's mental game is invisible precisely because it doesn't look like a game at all. There are no obvious power plays, no dramatic confrontations, no public victories or defeats. Instead, there's a quiet competence, a strategic patience, and a deep understanding of human nature that allow us for navigating complex social dynamics without getting caught up in the drama. This approach requires significant self-discipline and long-term thinking, but it offers something that traditional power games cannot: genuine freedom to choose how to engage with the world on your own terms. While others are trapped in cycles of dominance and submission, reaction and counter-reaction, the Sigma male moves through social spaces like water, adapting to the container while maintaining its essential nature. The secret isn't that Sigma males are playing a different game. It's that they understand the games everyone else is playing well enough to choose not to play them at all. In a world obsessed with winning and losing, the Sigma male has found a third option: defining victory on their own terms and pursuing it through means that preserve their autonomy and authenticity. This mental framework isn't about becoming antisocial or manipulative. It's about developing the psychological tools necessary to maintain your integrity and pursue your goals in a world full of people who may have very different agendas. The Sigma male's greatest strength isn't their ability to dominate others, but their ability to remain true to themselves regardless of external pressures. In mastering these psychological strategies, the Sigma male achieves something rare in our interconnected world: the ability to be both engaged and independent, influential and autonomous, strategic and authentic. This is the true secret of the Sigma male's mental game: not the tactics themselves, but the wisdom to use them in service of a life lived on one's own terms.